Manchester City 0, Manchester United 0 at the Etihad Stadium in the Premier League, which means Manchester United are a point behind City and 2 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand. And that makes it not a bad result for Manchester United. It wasn't a great performance. Defensively, I thought we were sound, but in terms of what we had in attack with Mkhitaryan, Martial and Rashford, we didn't utilise their pace enough. We didn't really have enough chances. And realistically, you can only really think of the Mkhitaryan and Herrera one realistically in the full 90 minutes of the match. But as I said, it means it's a good result because it does mean it's still in United's hand to get that top four and that Champions League spot for next season. If we win all our 5 games remaining, which is obviously easier said than done because we have got Tottenham and Arsenal away, then Manchester United will qualify for the Champions League next season. And because Liverpool play on Monday this week and we play on the Sunday, we will be in the top 4 if we beat Swansea at home, which is something you would expect United to do, but they're fighting for their lives, and you can bet they'll probably come here and park the bus and draw 0-0. You can sort of see it coming, and hopefully we'll be able to find a way past them this time. Sometimes I've criticised teams who've come to the Old Trafford and parked the bus and just said, like, what's the point, you know what I mean? Today United sort of did that a little bit, but we did try and have a plan of going forward and attacking, but look, I'm going to be honest with you, it weren't a great performance from Manchester United, but Jose Mourinho, you could see his tactics was to sort of sit back, let City come on to us and then hit them on the counter. I mean, their back four and goalkeeper, where they were weak, Claudio Bravo's not a great goalkeeper by any means. I was actually really happy when I saw him on the team. And then you've got the back four, Zabaleta, Kolarov, Company and Otamendi, and let's face it, they're all sort of old players who aren't exactly quick anymore, and so for that reason, I thought Rashford, Martial, Mkhitaryan would find spaces, get past them, create chances. But I think because we were so far back on the pitch, because City were forcing us back so much, we couldn't really get in behind them enough. As I said, we had about 2 clear-cut chances and that's about it. One of them came from a Bravo mistake. Fortunately, it didn't fall to Herrera and it fell to Mkhitaryan. And I'm not saying that's because I think Herrera would have put it in. Herrera's a better finisher than Mkhitaryan. It's just because Herrera was right next to it where Mkhitaryan had to sort of cut back and sort of stop his run a little bit. But then the second chance did fall to Herrera and you're thinking, oh, he's got to bury this one. It's at the back post. It comes to Herrera, he's unmarked. All he needs to do is get his sort of neck muscles behind it, put it into that far corner, and it's 1-0 United right on half time. And I think if we're coming away with a 1-0 win here today, I think that really cements that top 4 spot for us. Wouldn't guarantee it, but I think it would be a massive step towards it. But he didn't put it in. And I think if that was Fellaini at the back post, I think you're saying, yeah, that's 1-0 United. It's just, I don't think that's Herrera sort of cattle fish's back post headers. So that was a little bit frustrating, but to be honest, I think City had the better chances. They had a couple at the post, and that they did have a goal which was rightly disallowed because Jesus was offside, and that was the moment when I thought City had scored. That was the moment when I thought, oh no, we've thrown it away right at the death. We're down to 10 men. It doesn't look great. We were down to 10 men, as I just mentioned. Fellaini got sent off. It was absolutely stupidity from Fellaini. The first yellow card was cynical. He knew exactly what he was doing. City won the encounter. He knows exactly what he's doing. So what he does is he decides to stop the run. And you know what? That was tactical, and I understand why he did that because Aguero is a quick player, and I could understand why he did that. But it's a risky one, but he then goes straight up to Aguero again and he sort of fouls him, and it's just like, oh, why would you do that? It's just a bit of stupidity, really, right in front of the referee. Everyone remembers the foul you've done from about 10 seconds ago. Everyone's telling, referee to send him off and that. And then the thing which was even worse is he then goes and sort of leans in for a headbutt, which I didn't really get from Fellaini, because that sort of, it made it a definite red card, and he should have just walked away from the situation to stay on the pitch, but instead he headbutted him. But to be fair, Aguero, he did make a massive meal out of it, if I'm going to be honest with you. He dives to the floor, he's holding his face. Realistically, Aguero actually put his face up to Fellaini before Fellaini put his face to Aguero. So realistically, Aguero sort of started it. Aguero knew exactly what he was doing, he's been very clever, but realistically, I think it was a little bit harsh. But at the end of the day, it was stupidity from Fellaini, and we had 16 minutes to sort of see out the game, and we did that. And obviously, Forster Mintz has now gone off injured. Fellaini suspended for the next 3 games, so we've got more worries, and that's why I think this is a good result. With no Mata, no Ibrahimovic, no Rojo, no Smalling, no Jones to come here to the Etihad with all the games we played recently, with 10 men for the last 15 minutes to get a 0-0 draw, put us you know, within the chance of going into the top four if we win our remaining games. I think it's in our hands. I think that's not a bad result. Weren't a great performance, but you know, it's not a bad result. And as I think it was one of these games where it would be lovely to win it, and I think we should. I mean, City were there for the take, and we should have tried to have gone for to win it and like sort of attack them more. But at the same time, it was a must not lose game. We've not lost it, and you know, 0-0. Let's hope we can go and beat Swansea on Sunday, because if we don't, then this is not. You know, there's no point of a draw away at City if you can't follow up with a win at home to Swansea. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. See you later.